How's it going, fabulous TAs? In this video, I'm going to share with you something that shouldn't happen to a TA, but often does: bullying. In September 2014, I was a TA in a seemingly idyllic primary school. It was in Devon in southwest England, and it was 5 minutes walk from a beautiful sandy beach and the sea. I can't tell you how happy I was to get a job there. But within just a few days of starting my one-to-one TA role with a child with pathological demand avoidance, an unhappiness descended upon me from the most unlikely of sources. But first, just a little bit about me if you don't know me. My name is Lauren Reesner and I was a TA one-to-one HLTA for 20 years. I now create books, worksheets and videos to help you be a teaching assistant working at your most confident best. And to help me get my videos out to as many teaching assistants as possible, please give this video a thumbs up. It will only take you a second and you'll be helping your fellow TAs. Thank you. And before I continue, my valuable free resource that accompanies this video goes into greater detail about bullying in the workplace. So make sure you watch until the end so you know how to get it. So, who was the unlikely source of my bullying? It was the deputy head teacher. Now, since then, I've heard of other TAs being bullied by the deputy head, but at the time I'd experienced bullying in the workplace, but not from a senior member of staff. She was also the teacher of the class my one-to-one was in, and initially I thought she was okay, but then it started, quietly asking me to come outside of the classroom into the corridor with her, and she'd say, "Are you feeling all right today, Lauren? Only it feels like you're not at your best." This quickly ramped up to giving me an instruction at the beginning of the day, which I'd carry out, only for her to come and find me later and ask me why I'd not followed what she'd told me to do. She'd asked me to repeat her instructions and then say I'd deliberately done something different. She would always choose a time of day when I was on my own with my one-to-one. She'd ask me to step outside of the room I was in and then tell me how disappointed she was with me for not following her instruction. Always out of sight and earshot of other members of staff. Has this ever happened to you? It took me a few weeks before I woke up to the fact that she was a quietly mean bully who was a master at coercive control. She had me thinking I was losing my ability as a TA, and at times I felt I was losing my mind. So eventually I reported her to the head teacher, who, and I remember this vividly, stood up and thumped the table I was sitting at and bellowed, that's a very serious accusation, Lauren." To which I replied, "Yes, it is, but you need your deputy far more than you need me, so I'll work the rest of the week and then you'll be shot of me and my serious accusation." I knew that there really wasn't much I could do since the head teacher was not willing to support me. I just realised there was nothing I could do. So the best thing for me was to go. And I actually left the next day, and I decided not to cite the deputy's bullying behaviour as my reason for leaving. Instead, I said that my elderly father urgently needed me to remain at home as his carer, which was partly true, but I hoped this would prevent them from being vindictive when it came to asking for a reference. But how wrong was I? Sitting at an interview a few weeks later, I was asked, "Lauren, can you explain why your reference from your previous school states that you need to be more disciplined when working with teachers?" My heart sank, and playing for time, I said I needed to find my glasses as the interviewer handed me the reference to read. Thinking on my feet, I responded, that probably comes from the Year 6 teacher I worked with, who wanted me to be in class to support her, but I was employed to support a child with PDA and found myself out of class with them most of the time. I felt between a rock and a hard place, but I did what was right for the child. I felt the need to address what had been written in the reference in a diplomatic way because I did not want this new school to discard me because they thought I was a potential troublemaker. I didn't get the job I was interviewing for. Instead, they phoned me to ask if I'd work one-to-one with a child with reactive attachment disorder, which I agreed to. And that, as they say, is a whole other story. But the good news was I'd secured a job and could move on. So what can you do if you are being bullied or concerned it could happen in the future? Well, that's what the valuable free resource that accompanies this video will tell you. You will find a link to access it in the description section below this video, or you could pause the video now and scan the QR code. Here's how to get to the description section if you're not sure. On your laptop, click on the little V under the video to expand the description section, and on your phone, tap the little V under the video to expand the description section, and on your laptop, click on Show More to expand the description section, and I've given you screenshots to show you exactly where to click. As ever, please share this video with your TA colleagues. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so that you know when I've created a new video to help TAs work at your most confident best. And here are 2 more TA in control videos. Which one will you choose?